You've definitely seen Sophie by now, the so-called superhero who keeps flooding your For You page, switching between goofy skits and barely disguised teasers for her OnlyFans, sparking endless comment wars about whether she's harmless or manipulative. But behind that bubbly, chaotic persona is a far darker strategy than most people realize, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. But before I expose that, let me show you something actually useful. Because if you're already doom scrolling on your phone avoiding real life, you might as well get paid for it. Hit the link in my description or scan the QR code to jump into freecash.com. It takes seconds to sign up with just an email and password. And suddenly you're inside a hub full of games and offers where you literally watch your balance rise just by completing levels, with most people casually pocketing $10 to $20 a day and the grinders pulling in 100 to 500 from bigger tasks, all without spending a cent and cashing out instantly through PayPal or gift cards. Anyway, back to Sophie, because she is not just another clout-hungry creator posting cringe for attention. She's deliberately pushing her content toward audiences she knows are inappropriate for her OnlyFans promos. Fully aware of what she's doing, and the wildest part, openly admitting it, and that's where this whole story gets a lot darker than anyone expected.
I am aware that I have a on TikTok, which I am going to also talk about.
And before anyone jumps in to defend her with the whole "she didn't know" excuse, she did know, and the proof is brutal. Cheezer even went public saying his younger sibling received DMs directly from Sophie's account, and it gets even worse. His little brother actually subscribed to her OnlyFans, and Cheezer admitted, "I was hurt, so I beat the crap out of him. I'm keeping him away from these freaks." Which isn't just some random outburst, it's a clear sign that Sophie wasn't accidentally attracting the wrong audience. She was deliberately funneling them in.
Sophie Rain, girl, she's a she. I have no, bro. Why would I respect this girl? She sells to little kids. My little brother, bro, he's only. How she feel about that? I felt hurt. Never again, bro. I'm distancing my little brother from all these fucking freaks, these psychopaths. These are the new generation serial, bro. They're sending to little boys. Hello, hello, hello. A virgin that's actually gotten 100 times and ran through. Oh, her. Okay.
Wait, Kavi mentioned me again? What?
Huh? I want to start beef so bad. Sophie Ray, you're such a whore. You lie to your own audience. You're making money off of like girls buying you. You're a whore. You lie about being a virgin. I guess you haven't had black.
Honestly, I don't even blame him, because the way he explained it hit harder than anything Sophie's ever posted. This whole situation feels like a glimpse into a new generation of online weirdos who slide into young people's DMs and then pretend it's just normal influencer behavior. And the double standard is insane. If a guy pulled the same stunt, dressing up for a younger audience, DMing minors, mixing cosplay with suggestive content, he'd be in handcuffs before the algorithm could refresh. Yet because Sophie's a girl, people casually scroll past it with an, "Oh, she's harmless" shrug, and that's exactly why the discourse exploded. What pushed everything over the edge was her frantic attempt to protect this carefully crafted innocent girl persona she's been leaning on for months, even insisting she didn't want anyone getting the wrong idea because she's a virgin, which the internet immediately called out as performative nonsense. A last-minute mask-grabbing attempt to control the narrative rather than confront what people were actually accusing her of.
I'm doing crazy stuff, which I never have. I'm a virgin. Like, I'm a virgin to this day. Like, so people were going around saying that I was doing porn.
The thing about Sophie is that she knows exactly what she's doing. This whole "I'm 19 and so innocent" persona isn't some quirky personality trait. It's a calculated marketing facade she's been polishing for months, a fake purity aesthetic engineered to attract the exact audiences she pretends to be oblivious to. Her biggest tactic is baiting trends by dressing up as superheroes, football players, anime girls, characters specifically recognized by younger viewers, and unfortunately, by crowds who should not be anywhere near that type of content. Using imagery designed to catch their attention and funnel them straight toward her paid platforms. And this isn't some tinfoil hat theory, it's literally her posting cycle. She drops a viral video that racks up millions of views from a noticeably young fan base, and immediately afterwards she plugs her OnlyFans-style promos. Then she escalates it with interactive content. The classic DM me if you want something special hook disguised as influencer engagement. Going as far as telling followers, say hi and I'll send you my video. And following up with instructions like, make sure to reply so I can DM you proof. Essentially encouraging anyone, including the same questionable audiences she claims not to notice, to comment just so she can message them directly. And none of this is happening on a burner account or a side profile. It's right there on her main, making the entire situation look less like naive influencer marketing and more like deliberate manipulation executed in plain sight.
I see a lot of things recently about me, talking about me being a pedophile and me sending to which I don't do.
People started catching on, screenshots spread like wildfire, and suddenly parents were panicking while even other creators, people who normally stay out of drama, were saying, yeah, this crosses a line, because there is no gray area when you're pushing content toward audiences who shouldn't be anywhere near it. And instead of stepping back after the backlash, Sophie doubled down, insisting the real issue was everyone misinterpreting her, when the obvious problem was the behavior itself, not how people reacted to it. And when you strip away the aesthetic, Sophie Rain's entire online persona has been built around this quirky, cutesy, awkward teen from Florida narrative. She's 19, claims she's a virgin, swears she's never done anything wild, and says the internet just doesn't understand her. But the truth is that nobody's buying the act anymore, especially after the whole Aiden Ross fiasco, where she tried to clear the air and somehow made it even worse, repeatedly insisting she'd never met him and that the lie detector was inaccurate, despite the internet circulating clips that contradicted her claims. Because let's be honest, trying to win an argument against what literally everyone saw and then blaming the test instead of the evidence was the moment people realized her innocence persona wasn't just cracking, it was collapsing in real time.
When you answer that, it just felt like you're lying. Can I ask that one more time? Did you hit? Oh wait, it's not Sophia. Sophie, right? It's Sophie, right? Is it Sophie or Sophia Rain? No, it's Sophie, right? Did you hit? Did you have intercourse with Sophie Rain?
No.
That's a lie.
Okay, thank you. I said the wrong name.
what?
Fucking dumbass.
Then she pulled the classic no hard feelings routine, pretending to stay calm while the entire internet roasted her alive. A painfully transparent attempt at damage control that only made her look even more suspicious. For a moment, it felt like karma had finally walked through the door, because out of nowhere, her verified TikTok, the very platform she relied on for her entire income, was nuked, gone, wiped out in an instant, taking what people estimated to be hundreds of thousands of dollars with it. And suddenly, Sophie was back on TikTok, practically in tears, pleading with viewers as she said, "Yo, my verified TikTok got banned and I need help. Someone's impersonating me, copyright striking me, and they did it 20 times. A meltdown that sent the internet into a frenzy, with some people calling it justice, others calling it sabotage, and everyone else watching the drama unfold like it was a season.
Y'all, my verified TikTok account got banned and I need help. Does anyone know anyone that can help me with TikTok and can help me get all these copyright bans down? Because someone's impersonating to be me and they're copyright striking my account, and they did it 20 times and it banned my account. So can someone help me? My verified account is gone. I got all these little notifications. Your account is banned, blah, blah, blah. Copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim. More copyright claims. The list goes on and on and on. And it was removed because it infringes on someone else's copyright. So someone is impersonating me and then trying to take down my main account. So I just need help. Does anyone know anyone? Please DM me, let me know. I just need help, please.
She scrolls through her phone, flashing a whole wall of copyright claims like she's exposing some massive injustice. but to everyone watching it just looked simple. Her account got banned, copyright claim after copyright claim, nothing mystical about it. Yet she framed it like some coordinated conspiracy to silence her, when to a lot of people it felt more like the universe finally tapping out of the chaos. For the first time, she actually looked shaken, because without TikTok, her entire persona, that soft, innocent girl aesthetic that conveniently funnels viewers toward her more exclusive platforms, completely collapses. No TikTok means no traffic. No traffic means no millions. But of course, the panic didn't last because she came back almost immediately with a new account. 2 million followers deep, posting the same recycled content and slipping back into the same victim narrative she always uses. I'm being attacked. People don't understand me. The internet is bullying me. When really a lot of viewers just seem exhausted by the act. And the wildest part is, she's still doubling down on the whole pure, untouched, everyone's just mean to me storyline, insisting things like, people think I've done everything, but I'm a virgin, even while simultaneously running an OnlyFans-style platform and sending flirty shower clips to strangers. And look, no one cares what she does with her personal life. But the internet started side-eyeing the contradictions, especially when her whole brand relies on playing innocent, while allegedly appealing to audiences she really shouldn't be targeting.
When you saw the hate and stuff you were getting, like what did you think? Because I saw you make like a TikTok or two.
Oh, because I don't know, honestly. I didn't want people to, because I'm a virgin. Like, I didn't want people to think that that you hit, you know? It's just.
I get it. Okay, I get it.
It's like that started blowing up. I started getting worried for myself because then everyone was going to come at me.
Gotcha.
Saying I'm lying and stuff.
Okay, so you are a virgin.
Yes, I am.
All right. I believe you. The internet's probably not going to, but I believe you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, I get comments every day saying, like, how many bodies I have and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm a virgin. And as soon as that came out, I'm, like, getting worried now that people aren't really going to believe me.
Yeah, I get you. So how many bodies do they think you have?
Oh, my God. They range from 1 to 100 in the comments.
Wait, how old are you?
She keeps insisting she's only speaking out to clear her name. But the math doesn't add up for anyone watching. No one clears their reputation by doubling down on contradictions and manipulating their fan base. They do it by owning their actions, something she's never once done. Instead, she leans harder than ever into the innocent girl narrative, while her audience, which critics say includes viewers who absolutely shouldn't be exposed to this kind of content, rushes to defend her like she's some wrong celebrity. And then there's the now infamous Spider-Man moment. Sophie dressed up in the suit with a friend, hyped it across multiple TikToks, sparked massive speculation, and even though she insisted nothing explicit was happening, the buzz alone created confusion and drew the wrong kind of attention. Enough that people online claimed her co-workers went to management worried about the direction her content was headed. Meanwhile, clips like that still find their way into feeds of audiences who shouldn't be anywhere near OnlyFans-style promotion, which is what makes the whole situation feel dangerous to so many viewers. But the part that blew the internet's mind was the reported money behind all of it. People online said Sophie Rain pulled in over $80 million in just 18 months, with 40+ million in 2024 alone, meaning that while she's out here in Spider-Man suits teasing her innocent persona, she's making superstar athlete levels of income, and rumor has it one of her top supporters spent nearly $5 million in a single year, a number that made the entire internet pause and ask how a creator whose following allegedly includes inappropriate audiences is generating numbers that rival Hollywood, leaving everyone with one question: how did a cosplay-driven innocence act turn into one of the most controversial money-making machines on the planet?
I'm so nervous. I'm paranoid like that because all of this could disappear tomorrow.
Okay, $82 million doesn't disappear tomorrow.
You know how much money she makes an hour?
You want to know? How much?
$28,472. That's fucking insane.
Oh, this is a slow month. In July, she only made 3.4.
Every dollar, every tip, every subscription people say she earns online feels to critics like validation of the strange little funnel she's built. Because while she talks endlessly about personal boundaries and maintaining this pure, untouched, innocent persona, At the same time, she uses bright cartoon aesthetics in superhero cosplay that undeniably pulls in younger viewers, creating a pipeline that many online observers find uncomfortable at best. Yet somehow, she frames it all as just harmless content creation, while those same inappropriate audiences openly interact with it, leave comments under it, and get nudged toward platforms they should never be anywhere near. And that's why, when she complains about TikTok bans or impersonators, a lot of viewers feel like she's missing the bigger picture entirely. That her meteoric rise and tens of millions in reported revenue are tied to a strategy people online argue relies heavily on appealing to demographics that make this whole thing ethically questionable, if not outright inappropriate. Yet despite the backlash, despite the concerns, despite the constant discourse, she somehow keeps growing, keeps expanding, and keeps cashing in, turning controversy itself into a business model.
People who ask me for money is my family. Like, they're the ones who are asking me for money the most, and like technically kind of switched up, if you will. But yeah.
Wait, that's like actually insane.
Yeah.
I know, right? Somehow, even after everything, she still managed to spark outrage when people online said she got mad at her own family for asking her for help. Because imagine pulling in what commenters claimed was tens of millions in under 2 years, and then acting offended that your relatives dared to expect the tiniest bit of support. To critics, that felt like peak entitlement. But of course, Sophie doesn't just quietly exist on the internet, she thrives in chaos. Like drama is a second revenue stream, and her clash with Camilla, another former Bad House creator, proved it. The whole thing exploded after a viral podcast clip where Camilla joked, "I'm only quitting when I make more money than Sophie," which the internet immediately turned into a rivalry. And naturally, Sophie couldn't resist jumping in publicly like any drama-hungry influencer fighting for clout. She even tossed shade during Camilla's feud with Bonnie, because why settle for one messy situation when you can juggle three, right? And the wildest part is that no matter how chaotic things get, her following keeps growing. Millions of people hanging on every post. So even the littlest comment turns into a full-blown internet event as fans pick sides, critics roast her, and Sophie sits at the center pretending she's the victim of consequences she created herself. She posts teary-eyed TikToks begging for sympathy, and a week later she's repeating the exact same behavior that got her dragged in the first place. And her fans eat it up because parasocial relationships are insane. They defend her like she's their childhood best friend, saying, "She's just young," or "She didn't mean it like that." But online commentators argue she's a multimillionaire who knows exactly what she's doing, and being young doesn't magically excuse manipulation. And speaking of knowing exactly what she's doing, that's exactly how the internet saw her dynamic with Lil Eazy-E. After a few TikTok collabs, she leaned all the way into the rom-com energy, smiling, laughing, acting like she was starring in a summer romance trailer. And naturally, the internet immediately assumed they were a couple.
Let me start by saying Catalina, she a real to make it hard for me to
So Sophie had to jump online and clarify that she and Anneli Choppa were just friends and strictly professional, a public announcement nobody actually needed because the internet wasn't exactly waiting for her relationship status update with someone she was already making TikToks with. But apparently audiences couldn't tell the difference between collab content and a romance storyline. Still, Sophie couldn't leave it at that, because once she saw people online claiming that NLE was allegedly texting another girl named Aisha during the same period, she treated it like the plot twist of the century, instantly shifting into full social media drama queen mode and acting like this minor online rumor was the reason she suddenly wanted out of the music video project, presenting it like some betrayal arc straight out of a teen soap opera, even though the internet pointed out the obvious. He's a grown man with a full career, and she's a 19-year-old influencer posting thirst trap heavy content, so the dramatics felt a bit over the top. But as always, Sophie framed the situation like she was the mastermind at the center of a scandal, when to many viewers, she just looked like an extra trying to insert herself into someone else's storyline for more attention.
What's the truth? What happened?
So, I found Aisha texting NLE, And the reason why I am not on the song anymore is because I told NLE to take me off. I didn't want to be a part of it, this whole project and anything. I thought it was unfair to me that while we were together in LA, him and Aisha were texting behind my back, DMing and everything.
NLE Choppa was never secretly plotting to make Sophie the next big superstar. Yet online, she acted like a few rumored text messages were the emotional finale of her favorite series, crying and spiraling as if the entire industry revolved around her. Critics said she painted herself as some mastermind boss girl, when to many viewers it looked more like she was riding the momentum of people far more successful than her, and that whole girl boss empire narrative was built on shaky ground. Because her viral moments didn't create a movement, they just convinced a wave of new creators that an OnlyFans career would be a quick shortcut to success, only for many to discover what people online called Sophie's cheat code was mostly luck and timing, leaving others struggling to make anything at all while their past follows them every time someone Googles their name. Then came the controversy where commenters claimed she accepted large amounts of money from a married man while simultaneously condemning cheaters publicly, a contradiction the internet absolutely torched her for, with some even saying the hypocrisy was so intense it deserved investigation. Though again, that was just the public piling on. And while Sophie continues stirring chaos online, acting innocent and misunderstood, countless viewers argue that her behavior goes far beyond typical influencer drama, describing it as manipulative and harmful to the audiences she attracts. So yeah, people may laugh at the Spider-Man clips and the endless scandals, but a growing crowd insists Sophie Rain isn't just embarrassing. She's a problem they believe needs to be addressed. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, and drop your thoughts below. I read every single one.